What is going on, everybody? You already know it is your boy Scotty, man, live in the building, man. We are getting ready for the epic producing.
Rightful spot. If not, fill it in the back. It's showtime.
Hey, you gotta
Nobody
get
move.
you gotta
Good
get
morning.
some credit.
Good morning. I need everyone to take a seat so we can get the show on the road. If you have a reserved seat, sit in it. If not, fill it in the back so we can get the show started.
Hey, you gotta give Norfolk credit. They starting on time. They said we not playing them games. Ain't no nigga them in this joker. We starting right on time, man. Listen, 10 a.m. Glad you guys are tuning in with your boy Scotty, man, here for the live press conference from Michael Vick. Epic moment, epic day today of what is transpiring, man. I was supposed to be down in Norfolk to be live at the press conference, but my credentials got approved on Sunday, so I couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I live in Ohio, so I needed a little bit more time, but hopefully we'll get this thing going. See who's up in here. What's up, Zay? What's up, D? Merry Christmas to all you Bamas out there, man. Merry Christmas. Okay.
If you're not in the seat, we have seats on the left side of the room. Please find a seat.
Good morning. The fourth
row is done. Yeah, that's me.
Merry Christmas.
I said, be home.
It sounds like the I've been a nasty girl. I've been a nasty girl. I've been a nasty girl. Nasty girl. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I need that. I need that. That's my criminal brother to myself. That's my criminal brother to myself. I need them Vicks, okay? I need them Vicks. Hey, listen, you know I got my own merch.
Good morning, everyone. We just want to make sure that we have a couple of our ground rules set before we begin. Today, if you could please silence your phones, we'd appreciate it. So if you have your phone, take it out. If you have an iPhone, it's a slide button. Make sure you see orange. Everybody say orange. All right, we're in the same building. Thank y'all. If you have any other thing that makes noise, we ask that you please turn it off now. We're going to ask that you please find a way to your seats. If you are a part of media and you have a camera, we're going to ask that you're either on the sides or in the middle, please, where you're out of the way of individuals. Thank you. And then
get out the way, white man.
We're asking all cameramen to please either stand in the middle or kneel in the middle, and everyone else.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. They on time. They putting everybody in their spots. They said y'all ain't about to bash us. We ain't on no HBCU stuff today. This is probably the most they ever seen at a press conference. I bet. See, and this is my point. Let me bring this. This is my point. My point is this, right? This is my point. Hold on, let me. And I'm always going to listen. I don't care about no Coach Cole. I don't care about what Coach JB said from the JB show. I don't care about none of that. Listen, you don't get no type of publicity. Hiring Dawson Odoms does not get you anything like this, right? Hiring Fred McNair don't get you nothing like this, okay? Ain't nobody at your press conferences but your mama and your wife and your cousins and two media members. None. You are irrelevant. What you're asking Vick to do is to make you cool. That is it. You're broke. Well, Norfolk ain't broke. But a lot of you Bamas is broke, okay? A lot of you Bamas is broke. So this is the situation, right? This is the situation. So again, Vick makes you relevant. Vick gets you the. Did anybody? let me just tell you how relevant you get, right? Before this press conference. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I got this because I want to show y'all something, because this is what you end up getting, right? When, let me see.
Sign me up.
Right here, Michael Vick made a lot of headlines this week because he is the newest coach of Norfolk State, and we are also committing to
Let's
Norfolk
go.
State right here.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
go,
my
Sparks.
hair.
That these two white people have probably never heard of Norfolk State, and they all got Norfolk State merch. This is what happens when you make the right celebrity hire. You're on Fox Sports on NFL Sunday.
Sign me up, baby.
Mike, we are so
Sign us up,
happy
baby.
for you.
757. Congratulations, my man.
It comes with mixed emotions as we love you so much and we don't want you to leave us. Now you're stuck with us the rest of the season.
Let's
but
go, Spartans.
We are so happy for you, and I see the emotion. What makes you emotional?
First off, just being a big part of Fox Sports and the opportunity. I love you guys. I love everybody in this building, in this administration. Have been amazing to me. This wasn't easy. Bittersweet, but you know, when you got a chance to go, you know, get an opportunity to go lead young men in your community, where I grew up, you know, watching this team, and I wanted them to be assured that they wanted me as the head coach with no experience, but I got what it takes. I got all the people, the right people around me, and I'm going to ready embark on a new journey.
Oh,
and
well,
so I know y'all be right there with me.
yes.
But this will forever be home, man, and I'll never forget.
Hey,
you
well,
guys.
for any kids that's watching, you see the emotion. That's what it means to him, and he's going to pour all of that into you. So anybody that's out there undecided about what you're going to do, I've been around this man for a few years now. You can get the best knowledge from this guy, man. So Norfolk State, man, we're looking for big things.
So special. Our loss is their gain. We love you so much. And
Come on, man. That's what I've been talking about for these. That's why I'm always on the celebrity bandwagon. I don't care if you lose with Michael Vick. I don't give a damn. You know why? It's still Michael Vick. I mean, if you win with Michael Vick or if you lose with Michael Vick, it's better than anything you could have ever put together getting a regular coach. And you can't tell me no different. You just can't tell me no different, okay? You just can't tell me no different. Point blank, period. So, again, I'm always going to be on, right? I'm always going to be on the celebrity bandwagon. The right celebrity, not them randoms, okay? Not the Bama who was like 10th string on the – no. We're not talking about like the right, like Teddy Bridgewater going to FAMU. You know what I'm saying? Like that, hey, I'm on that bandwagon. Start it up, rev it up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like those are Teddy Bridgewater going to Bethune-Cookman. I'm on that bandwagon. Sign me up. You get what I'm saying? Like those are the right partnerships that make your program relevant. Again, your people live in such a bubble in the HBCU community that they think everybody knows their school and nobody knows a damn about your school other than the people that you either talk to in your bubble or the people around that community. Most brands are not nationally known unless you're talking about the band. And the band ain't attracting football players, okay? So again, this is why this is why this hire is so impactful. And don't even get me started on the mere fact that is from his hometown, right? He's from the 757. They can lock the coaches that he's probably going to have on staff are probably going to be from the 757 and understand what, and where to go to get this talent. You get what I'm saying? So, and then Allen Iverson had an interview about Michael Vick saying how excited he is and how it made him cry and how he's emotional about the whole thing and knowing, going back home and stuff. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's just a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to see it fulfilled.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We want to welcome you to today's festivities. We appreciate your presence here on this afternoon.
Damn, the camera
So good
even
to see
crooked.
you.
Come on,
This
Norfolk.
morning. It's been a long week. I'm sorry. Good morning to everyone. Come on, if you're in here, say it back. Good morning to everyone.
That man's a preacher.
All right, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Good to see everyone here today. We're going to have a very, very, very good time in introducing a very, very special person to Norfolk State University today. And we're just so glad that you're able to witness it. Before we get going, let me just test the temperature in the room. Behold.
Agree and go.
Very, very short formal program. We'll begin by inviting up the rector of Norfolk State University's Board of Visitors, Bishop Kim Brown, followed by a message from our president, Dr. Javon Adams-Gaston. Bishop Brown.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna say God is good.
Good morning. Good morning. Now that was pretty good, but we can do better than that. Good morning.
I thought he was gonna say God is good.
To our esteemed
I
president,
swear I thought he was gonna say God is good.
Dr. J, elected officials that are here, staff, faculty, Coach Vick and his family, friends and supporters of Norfolk State University. As rector, first of all, I'm going to ask that all of the Board of Visitors would stand that are present today. You may be seated. As rector, it's my pleasure on behalf of Norfolk State University Board of Visitors to welcome you to the land of Sparta. Today we turn the corner and we embrace a new season in our football program. On Friday, it was my great pleasure to lead the Norfolk State University Board of Visitors in the unanimous choice and formal vote that affirmed Michael Vick as our head football coach.
Just reminding myself of what I said I was going to say.
Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm a preacher, so the clap was good, but can I get an amen?
Amen.
Tom Peters once said, if a window of opportunity appears, don't pull down the shade. Recently, a window of opportunity appeared for the university, and we declare that we will not pull down the shade. Just a few days ago, I had the pleasure of speaking with Coach Vick on the phone. During that conversation, I was impressed by his humility and his sincerity. Upon hanging up the phone, Sister Vick, my wife said, if y'all can pull that off, that's a game changer. That was really affirmative words coming from the rector of Virginia State University. Her statement was confirmation that this was the right move for the future of football and our university. I truly believe that today we change the game. Today is a representation of what HBCUs are all about and exactly what Norfolk State University is about. We see the future in you, shapes the culture of care that our president has inspired us to pursue as an institution. Today, we put on full display the mission of HBCUs and especially our school. We provide opportunity. In the Bible, 7 is a number of completion. Today, we formally welcome number 7 to the athletic team and believe he is a completing piece of our pursuit for excellence in building the destiny of our student athletes. As I take my seat, thank you to our first number 7, Dr. J, the 7th president of Norfolk State University. Thank you to Dr. Webb for dreaming big and not being afraid to pursue next level thinking. Together, I believe that today we will make a mark that will never be erased. Never ever forget, we are Norfolk State University.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Awesome. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How's everybody feeling? Feeling all right, okay? This is a day of glory. This is a day of understanding that the Norfolk State University, on our trajectory for greatness, is in the house, and that those who are here with us are those who have said this trajectory of excellence and transformation matters. That's what we do here at Norfolk State University. Norfolk State University is a top tier, according to the U.S. News and World Report, HBCU in the land.
Hey, we here for Michael Vick, bro.
Institution that is considered by the Department of Defense, an institution of excellence in the cybersecurity world. It is an institution that has done the work in order to ensure that our students are top tier students, that they go out into the world and do amazing things. We have been here for almost 90 years, and we intend to stay doing great things. But right now, this transformation means that now is our time.
Like, I have never seen what this lady looks like until today. Like, that's really bad.
I want to thank our rector, Bishop Kim Brown, for the work that he does for this institution. I want to thank all the members of our Board of Visitors. I always say to our staff and to our members, you know, none of these people get paid to do this. And they put a lot of time and energy in doing this. And I am so grateful and thankful that I have the best Board of Visitors in the country. Thank you so very much. I also just want to say a little bit about what it takes to make an engine run like Norfolk State University. And we would not be who we are without our legislators, our friends, who allow us to say to them, you know, this historical issue of underfunding universities. And then I don't have to say the rest because they say has to stop, and it stops with us. And so I thank you very much for all the work that you do to change those issues. I also salute all of those who are here, the cabinet and others who are here from Norfolk State University, because, you know, it's like people think these things happen by magic. And when you have somebody who is magic, you have to have everyone rowing in the same direction. And I always say to people, if you look at a duck on water, he just looks like he's smooth sailing along. But if you ever look at the feet underneath, they're paddling like crazy. And this is what our folks do. They paddle like crazy to make it look smooth on top. And I am so privileged to have these individuals. There is no better athletic director in this nation. And I tell you this because the proof is in what she has been able to inspire and to get people to accomplish. And if we look at our teams and what they're doing, if you look at the successes that our men's basketball, women's basketball, track and field, cross country have exhibited across the board, we are making a difference and we are being heard in this nation. The other piece of that is we're graduating our student athletes at a level higher than any institution that is an HBCU or an FCS. We're at the top of the game. And I thank you for that. Dr. Melody Webb has vision, has foresight, and has fortitude. Okay, I won't make the sign, but has fortitude.
Yes.
To make it happen all the time. And I could not be more pleased or honored that we have the #1, and I predict he will be the #1 coach in America. Michael Vick. You see, in my conversations with Michael, I knew he was a transformational leader. I knew that he understood what it means to take young people, young men especially, as we see that young men are having a hard time pursuing higher education. He has been that person who says, I know these young men. I can bring them here and I can transform their lives. And in transforming their lives, he will transform our football game, our football team, and our football success. I have no doubt about it. But I want these young men to sit at his knee and learn from him what it means.
Bruh.
Transformation in your life.
Bam.
To have change in your life that allows you to do the next thing and the next thing and move higher and higher. So I will simply say to you, it is my honor and my privilege, and on behalf of myself and the First Gentleman, I say thank you, Michael Vick, for being who you are and being the transformational leader you will be here at Norfolk State, because now is our time. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you, Bishop Brown. Thank you, Bishop Brown. Thank you, Dr. J, for your message. You can come on over. Now we introduce to you the athletics director here at Norfolk State University, the newly named Dr. Melody Webb.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today for this monumentous occasion. As an institution that values excellence, resilience, and leadership, we are excited to embark on a new chapter in the history of Norfolk State University football. Before we continue, I will take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. First and foremost, thank you to our president, Dr. J, for her unwavering support and steadfast belief in the vision and future of our football program and the institution. Her leadership and commitment to excellence have been the cornerstone of making today possible. To our Board of Visitors and Cabinet, your guidance, collaboration, and dedication to this university and its mission are invaluable. Thank you for your trust and your role in advancing this important initiative. And then a special thanks to our search firm, Collegiate Consulting, for their expertise, professionalism, and tireless effort throughout this process, as well as our sincere appreciation to our legal team, McGuire and Woods, for their diligence and support in ensuring every step in this process was seamless and successful. This has truly been a team
Did
effort,
somebody say
and now I'm
Suge
grateful
Knight
to
said
each
it?
and every one of you all for the contribution to this monumentous occasion. Today marks an exciting new chapter for Norfolk State football, one that reflects our commitment to excellence and our belief in the power of leadership to inspire, transform, and achieve greatness. As we gather here, it is my honor to introduce someone who will lead this program into the future. Today, I have the privilege of introducing someone who truly embodies these qualities, a leader with unparalleled experience on the field, a deep understanding of the game, and a passion for mentoring the next generation of athletes. Michael Vick is a name that resonates with football fans around the world, a dynamic player who redefined what it means to be a quarterback. Michael's legacy includes not only his athletic achievements, but also his ability to inspire and overcome challenges. His journey is one of resilience, redemption, and unwavering commitment to growth, qualities that align perfectly with the values we aim to instill in our student athletes. As a player, Michael revolutionized the game with his record-setting performances and electrifying style of play. Now, as a coach, he brings a unique perspective that few can offer. A deep knowledge of the game at the highest level, a commitment to player development, and a vision for building a culture of accountability and excellence. Mike's leadership extends far beyond X's and O's. He understands the importance of shaping young men into leaders, both on and off the field. His approach emphasizes discipline, teamwork, and character, ensuring that our players are prepared for success in every aspect of their lives. We are confident that under Coach Vick's leadership and guidance, Norfolk State football will not only achieve success on the field, but also create a program that fosters pride and unity within our campus, the 757 community, and the Commonwealth of Virginia. At this time, it is my great pleasure to invite the man of the hour to the stage. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to the 19th head coach of Norfolk State University football, Michael Vick.
Let's go! Man, they gotta fix this camera angle. They gotta fix this camera angle. We can't be going through this with this camera angle. Come on, man. Come on, man. Fix the camera angle, baby. Hey, you know those are those is friends and family right there. You know that's some black friends and family.
You see it on the back. There you go.
Oh, come on. It's the camera. You can't even see the jersey. What are we doing, Norfolk? This is ass cheeks. Come on, man. Jesus, you can't even see the 7 on the jersey.
Dr. J, you still up?
There we go. All right. Can you take this for a minute? Thank you.
My God, what's up, baby?
All right. Photographer, you want the hand up?
Yeah, that's the right question. Where you buy that number 7 jersey? Now you asking the right questions, my boy. Come on, man. Where we buying the number 7 jersey at? That's what I want to know.
Love you too, Mom.
Hey, Norfolk need a new media team. Can we just that is first thing first. They need a new media team. Norfolk needs a new media team today. This is outrageous. You knew this was coming all weekend, and this is what you give us? Come on. What are we doing? Absolute trash. Fire everybody today.
My beautiful family, y'all.
Step up. I need you to stay in the middle.
Couldn't be here without her.
Who? How you got the cameraman in front of you? This is your product. God damn it. What are we doing? This is your production. Tell all them ninjas to get to the back. Rosa Park these niggas. Come on, man. What are we doing? You got Bama's with iPhones getting better shots than you. What? This is out. This is what, see me, boy. The MEAC got to get right. The MEAC got to do better. The MEAC, everybody getting held accountable for this. The MEAC got to do better. Come on, man. This Bama ain't got no hang. You got a Bama with no hang time in front of you.
Hey.
He got cornrows, and he ain't got no hang time. Get his ass to the back.
But we'll take it out. We'll take it out on them at some point.
Get his ass to the back.
Uh-oh, she gonna get in trouble.
Come on, lift the jersey up.
She is in trouble.
HU forever, baby.
For now.
I'm still proud of you. I'm still proud of you. My HBCU family, I love Norfolk.
Well, that's gonna be a good little household rivalry. Behold. One more time. One more time. Behold. We're going to get used to saying that with authority.
Talk to him, Vic. Talk to him, Vic.
Hey, I appreciate everybody who was in attendance today. To be in this space, in this moment, I got to thank a couple people. First of all, I got to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't be here. I got to thank Dr. J for the conversations that we've had. Have been very extensive, but she made it clear that she wanted me to be here to be the head coach of Norfolk State. A.D. Webb for being relentless in her search for a head coach to make sure that I ended up on this podium. Senator Aaron Rouse, who made the phone call with Melody to assure we got to this moment, to make sure that everything aligned, and it was the perfect fit, and it was. After a diligent search and after going through all the detail, we got to this point. My wife, Kiafa, my mom, my sisters, my son, Coach Raymond, all my friends here, all the guys here who know what it took for me to get here. The tears, because I cried on many of occasions. It was bittersweet. God has blessed me to do some amazing things in my life, and working for Fox Sports was definitely one of the pinnacles of my career. And, it was tough to walk away from that. But this is where I want to be. I was just talking to my high school coach a couple weeks ago, and I told him that, I wanted to be a football coach one day, a couple years from now. And a month later, I got a call from Melody and Aaron Rouse asking me if I would be the coach of Norfolk State. It wasn't the easiest decision to make. I got family that I sincerely care about, that I love. This requires a lot of change and lifestyle. But at the same time, it allows me to serve young men in my community. Football is in my blood. It's always been in me. We're passionate about a lot of things in our life. And for me, football has always been, that safe place, that sanctuary. And so to be here with you guys, to be in this position, to be in this moment, and I know I should be thanking a bunch of people, Pastor Kelly for being here, being such a mentor, listening to me cry, listening to me smile, watching me smile, knowing how much this moment meant to me. I'll be up here all day thanking everybody, and I know we got a long program and it's going to be a long day, and I just want to enjoy this moment. I want to soak it in with you all, but I also want you all to know that the mantra, behold the green and gold, stands for we see the future in you. And you see the future in me, I see the future in myself, and I hope the young men who we serve, men and women, see the future in themselves. And that's what's most important. So we're going to make the most out of this. We're going to win. We're going to have fun. We're going to bring in the right leadership, the right people to make sure that when these young men leave this program, they go off to bigger and better things and they continue to dream. And I can assure you of that. I give it 110% effort. If anybody ever feel like I'm slacking and not doing my job, don't hesitate to say it. Because as long as I got this whistle, they gonna know when they doing right and wrong. And if I ever hear a whistle behind me and y'all like, damn, Mike, you ain't getting it done, it'll be a full circle moment because I gave y'all the authority to do that at this moment in time. So thank you so much, Dr. J. Anybody I missed, family, friends, thank you for being here. I love y'all. Bruce Smith, AI, D-Mac, my brother. I love you to death. My son, Matez, who's right here. Get off this podium before I start crying.
Come on, AI in the building, Bruce Smith.
cry, you care. And this moment I'll never forget, and I appreciate y'all, and I promise to make y'all proud. Thank you so much for being here.
Dog, this camera angle is absolute. How are we behind a
Come on,
freaking
everybody.
new
Let's give that
era?
that for
What are we
19th head football
doing?
coach here at Norfolk State University. Michael Vick, you can be seated really quickly. He said we're going to be here a very long time today. We're not. I promise you that.
This is just
We're gonna
absolute.
We're going to get out of here and act like it's a 23rd. These are some
Absolutely
comfortable
ass.
Oh, very comfortable. I need one of these in my office.
That's where I think we got it from. Coach, I think one of the things that you can say is if you look across this room, as you look at all the individuals who came, the dignitaries, everybody who came, just to say congratulations, it has to feel good to know that you're cared about, especially where you're from.
Yeah. No, it's awesome, man, to look around this room and the support cast. You know, I think in any entity, in any business, you know, it's all about structure, and you know, leadership is everything. But I haven't been a part of any successful operation where it didn't take a team of people. I was part of 11 guys, part of 53 guys that made my life so successful. In my household, I'm a part of 6. You know, there's 5 others that help make decisions, make suggestions, and anything that you're going to be successful at, you're going to have a great team around you. And so in this moment, you know, moving forward, and all the people I've talked to help me in this space, we've all talked about, you know, having the right leadership. And I can't lead all the time. I need people when my back is turned, or, you know, when I'm trying to get some rest, to be preaching the same message and delivering the same message that I would deliver, you know, with the same type of authority. And I just pray that happens.
Coach, if you look, you mentioned some very, very big names that have come out of this Hampton Roads area that are here to support you today. None of them have come back to the Hampton Roads area to coach. You're pretty much the first one out of your generation to come back to university and coach. What does that mean to you to be a coach at one of the Hampton Roads area's finest institutions?
Yeah. It means a lot. When I say full circle moment, I mean it in this sense that as a kid, playing for the Boys and Girls Club, they used to bring us to the Norfolk State games on the weekends. And so, you know, I've always dreamt of playing football on the collegiate level. And so I knew Norfolk State could potentially be one of my options one day. And so as I had a chance to soak all this in and digest it, I thought about my childhood, and I thought about how special those moments were, and how much it meant to me as a young man, and how much it means to these young men who aspire to do great things. And so, I'll probably flip it, man. It'll be more so about not playing great football, but being the best student athlete that you can be. And, if that man right there tell you, if I didn't do what I needed to do academically, I probably wouldn't. I can't say because of the route I would have took, because I was going to be good at football regardless of where I went. But from an academic standard, you got to be held to a higher standard. And so that'll be first and foremost. It's that way in my household because my wife preached that. And it'll forever be that way with the group that we create, that we have.
Coach, only 2 more questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, this is easy.
Got you. Got you. You came on campus, saw your face, and saw the graphic in the stadium. You've been in our stadium before. You talked about having a conversation with Coach Reeman a month ago, but you were in the stadium maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
My son my daughter doing a football camp. Yeah.
Did it hit you? Did it hit you while you were here that this could be a place you could be?
No, but we talked about it. Like a couple of my friends, CJ who was here, we talked about, like, damn, man. Sorry, excuse me.
Talk your shit, Vic. It's okay. You with your people.
Time out. No, we was just here, and I was kind of looking around like, man, this stadium is really nice. I could see myself being here one day, but those thoughts come and go. It's like, it'll be ironic for that to happen. And then Coach Raymond and I was just having a casual conversation as I went and visited him when I was home a couple of weeks ago. And we was just talking about future plans, and true story, I said, yeah, one day I want to coach, but that's a story for another day, because I knew he didn't want to hear it. And so, not that he didn't want to hear it, but it was just casual conversation, and it was no room to talk about coaching football. And 2 weeks later, I got a call from AD Webb and Aaron Rouse, asking me if I would want to consider being a coach. And what I can say is that, after looking into it and being diligent about the search and what it all entailed, we found that common ground. And I'm so glad I made this decision. It wasn't the easiest decision to make, but like I said, I love the game of football. I love teaching it, and this is just another step in the start of a new journey.
Know a lot of work you have to do. You have to get on campus. You have to meet the student athletes. I think we have a few here today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but what are some of the things you just want to teach or tell the student athletes before you even see them? Just a little message that you want to send to them before they get here and you meet them.
Yeah, well, I had a chance to talk to them this past Saturday as a team, and it was more so about creating a winning culture. Anywhere I've ever, like I said earlier, played ball or been around a team of people who have found success, we always had a good culture. Andy Reid created a great culture. Mike Tomlin had a great culture. And so I think those are the things that you have to have. It's just the integrity of the sport. And so, you create that culture, you understand the core values and the principles and what you're trying to accomplish. And you got to be stern. You got to be firm and fair. And, it's about development. And so understanding that and knowing that, because I had so many pour into me, and sometimes I had to hear the things that I didn't want to hear from numerous people in this section right here, from my mom and my wife, and my coach. And sometimes I didn't like it, but I look back 3 or 4 years later and I appreciated it, or 3 or 4 days later and I appreciate it. And so I just think that's the revolving door of life. You just gotta take criticism with a grain of salt and try to be better.
All right, Mike, what we're going to do now, excuse me, Coach Vick. Let me call you Coach Vick. Yes, sir. Blow the whistle.
All right, man.
I'll take my laps later,
Yeah.
much later. Listen, what we're going to do now is we're going to take questions from our pool of reporters, which are back in the middle. Alex Limbeck has the microphone. If you have a question in our pool of reporters, we will answer a few of them before we move into our private media session. So now, Mr. Limbeck, we can't see you. There's bright lights in our face. But if you could tell us who's first.
Don't be shy. Be bashful.
Coach Vick, Craig Loper, sports director of Wavy TV 10. First of all, welcome home. Congrats. Can you just talk about the timeline, how quickly it all unfolded? You talked about getting the call from AD Webb. Your initial thought process to sign in. How fast did it all happen, and what was it like going through that process? What did you weigh? What was on your mind most heavily? Pros, cons, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, well, I kind of knew the state of the program. I follow all the teams here, and so I knew, the situation. My wife was out the country, so trying to communicate with her was probably the biggest holdup. But I wanted to make sure that she was comfortable in this decision. I know I certainly was comfortable at times, but just had to do my research. And so I think Melody and Senator Rouse, a couple other people, was able to be there for me and assist me in whatever questions that I had. And so by this being home certainly made it easier in terms of how we'll be able to recruit and go after kids and find a way to change the dynamic of the program and get talent into the program. So all those things weighed a factor. And there was other options out there and more opportunity that was being thrown at me, but I had to look at everything for face value and gaining experience and creating a new culture in my backyard was really the deciding factor. And so, I hope this can be a long-lasting relationship, working relationship, and that's what it's going to be. But it was about a 3-week process in order to get to this point, to be able to sit here in front of you today.
Coach Vick, Mark Davis from WTKR Channel 3 here in Norfolk. Thanks so much and welcome. You've done so much in football. Coaching may be the thing you have the least experience in. Who are a couple guys that you will lean on and you will seek counsel from as you go through this new journey for you?
Yeah, well, certainly all the coaches that coached me, they all reached out and was like, man, you're going to do great. This is going to be amazing for you. We look forward to watching you and watching your development as a coach. And don't hesitate to reach out. So, that came from Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin. The first person I reached out to was Deion Sanders because he's a mentor. We talked about it last year, and Deion was like, I don't know what you're waiting for. You might as well go ahead and get into it. And so he was one of the first people that I called. But a lot of people ask, are you going to be the next Deion Sanders? And I'm quick to tell them, no, it's only one Deion Sanders. His soul, his spirit, the way God created him, he created an amazing man. And Deion is Deion, but I'm Michael Vick, the speaking third person. And so those guys will always be there to bounce ideas off of. Tommy Raymond, who's been around for a long time, know the area. He assisted me with a lot of invaluable information at the right times. And so, and then a lot of coaches across the league, college football, who I have a great admiration for, Jim Moore. Those guys are going to be there for me if I ever get into a sticky spot. I can't, figure some things out. And then I have the right people around me to assist me as well. And it won't take long to get the hang of it. Before long, I'll be enjoying this and hopefully, trying to celebrate the championship. That's what this is all about.
Mike, Brian Smith with 13 News Now. How important is it that your first assignment as a head coach just happens to be where you grew up at?
Well, it was one of the deciding factors, and I get it. It's a lot more pressure being in your hometown, and I've always thrived off of it. It's not going to go away. I'd rather do it in front of the people that I love and care about than in any other space in the world or any other place. And so, like I said, I understand the game of football. I know the game of football. I got a lot of people around me who share the same, goals and values in football. And so now it's just all about teaching. The only thing is I don't have the ball in my hands. I can't do it. That might be the most frustrating part. But if I find the right guy or guys, that can put the ball in their hands and I can trust them with my team, then we'll be in good hands. And trust me, I will find that guy or guys.
We'll take two more from our pool, and then we'll move on with our program.
Hello, my name is Malik Davis with 591 Norfolk State University Radio. So my question is, what can you talk about the importance of coming to HBCU to coach? The importance of it.
Well, I mean, it's really important. Like, I understand the value in being at a HBCU. The fact that it's in my hometown makes it even better. And so it's a great admiration for HBCUs. The NFL has numerous partnerships with HBCUs. And so I think it shows that people care. You got these big time Division I programs where they got all these amazing things, bells and whistles, money, and they tend to forget about, the HBCUs and the schools that have the same type of prominence. And so to be at a star here, it wasn't even by design. So it wasn't like we planned it out. The opportunity presented itself. So I think that was just an additive. to all this, to be able to, coach at HBCU, and I'm pretty sure that be standing in front of you and taking on this position, I think that makes people proud as well. So it definitely makes me proud. So you already know, big bro. Big bro.
Yes, hello, everybody. My name is Samori Benjamin. I'm from New York City, WBAI, WHCR Radio. I went to Norfolk State. My first semester here was the fall '99. That was the year you led Virginia Tech to the national championship game, undefeated season. And, I watched all that, and it was inspiring, very inspiring. And I just want to congratulate you. This is a beautiful day. And like I said, man, you became my favorite athlete of all time, and it started because I was watching you here at Norfolk State at the Twin Towers. So, just my quick question to you is: when you were coming up, did you ever consider going to an HBCU, and what do you think it would take to get the top Black athletes to come to an HBCU right now?
I took it into consideration. As a young man, it's kind of hard, back in our day, as you know, Alan, man, it was kind of hard for us to get in. We had all these requirements and criteria, and sometimes our focus was just really about sports, and we tended not to pay attention to what was going on in the classroom. So I had to take HBCUs, I had to take Norfolk State into consideration if it didn't go as planned, and so. It wasn't a knock on an HBCU or Norfolk State or any other school. It was just like, if that's the route I have to go, then that's the route I have to go. But as a young man, I think for any athlete in here, we told you got to go to major college programs and to the big time schools in order to get to the platform where we dreamt of going. And that was to the NFL or NBA or any professional sport. And so that was our focus. But I can assure you, if you talk to us behind closed doors, we probably had a backup plan that, or another road that we could travel to get to where we wanted to go.
We thank the pool for their questions inside. If they would like to now go over to ballroom A, if our pool of reporters can go over to ballroom A, that's on the other side of the hallway. We'll begin our press conference in just a few moments. We want to welcome some of our current players who are standing over on the side there. Kevon King is here. Running back Jalen White is also here.
How you? What's going on, man? How you doing?
And also Tariq Miles is here.
Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Dog, what's up, bro? How you?
Good. How you doing?
How y'all feeling? Enjoying y'all break? Yes, sir. Good.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Y'all boys been working out? No. We already talked about it. They know what it is. Yeah. No doubt.
All right, everybody. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to ask that everybody remain seated. We're going to ask that everyone remain seated as Coach Vick goes over to his.
Man, if you don't sit your new era ass
thank
down.
you for being here today, and we want to make sure that we allow him to get to those doors and get to the other side. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay seated. Okay, we're going to stay seated. But he tried it once. And y'all were a little half-hearted. We're going to let him do it one more time. Coach, hit him with a behold.
Behold.
Thank you all for being here. Listen, we also have a special reception. We'll open those doors in just a few moments. His invited guests are going to be able to go across the hall to that reception, and then we'll hopefully have an opportunity to meet Coach Vick in the reception. All right? Okay. Is that okay? Thank you. Also I want to say, Coach, Mr. Brothers, thank you for being here. If you don't know, this building is named after, he did a great job of helping us out. This building is named after his mother. So thank you for being here today. We appreciate you.
All right, here we go. All right, let me. Call lines are open, 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Listen, if you got to go, you got to go. I understand. You came to see Michael Vick. You ain't come to see me. That's fine. Move y'all happy ass along. Let me just say this. Can we all come to an understanding that Norfolk State has, if we're grading this production, is an absolute F. Now the stage is nice, right? You got the graphics, you got the television screen, that's all cool and dandy, right? It's all cool and dandy. But this is the shit that people talk about when they talk about HBCUs. This is what they talk about. It is unacceptable for the biggest thing that has ever happened to your school and to your football program. You got a Bama on an iPhone 13 over here like this. And you got Bama's in front of him. You didn't even get to a high enough ground set to get above everybody to see the whole stage. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. Then it's just absolutely mind-boggling. And then the camera's sitting like this. The whole damn thing is sitting like this. Everybody and their mama knew. And this is, I'm sorry, gotta let me get this rant off. You gotta let me get this rant off, right? Everybody and their mama knew this shit was on Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Everybody. That's why you here with me. 400 of y'all. We all knew this was coming. How you got a crooked camera? You on an iPhone 13. We can barely hear. Did nobody do a test run? Did nobody, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make it's no excuse. You can't tell me that it's, and everybody want to get there and pontificate and talk about God. And you want to do all this dumb shit. But you can't even do, I tell my son, you got to be able to do simple, great. If you can't do simple, great, what are we talking about? And Norfolk, you're starting off on the wrong foot. You can't even do the simple things right. The simple things. Crazy. Rocky, coming to you.
Hey, man. With all that being said, Scotty, first off, I'm not going to start it off complaining about the production.
I am.
I want to say this is a great day for HBCU football, and I'm really excited about what happened today. It's very seldom that, especially since I've been watching HBCU and HBCU sports, that the obvious thing happens, right? Whenever we think the obvious thing should happen, something else usually happens. You know what I mean? And this was obvious. I want to say on your first show, when you announced Dawson Odoms would be fired, was fired. I think some of us was like in the comments putting up Vick's name right away. You know what I mean? Because we knew this would create what it has done in the media right now. And this is what they would needed more so than anything. They needed interest in their program. They needed their program relevant. And so Vick was making that hire. So they went out and did what they were supposed to do. But this media, this production, or this press conference or introduction of Mike Vick was crazy. It was so underwhelming. And for things like this, for when you're gonna be introducing Mike Vick to the entire world, you got to realize this ain't for the Norfolk people. This ain't for the HBCU people. This is for the entire football community is gonna be in on this. And you don't want to put
best foot forward.
To bring people into your house with it not looking right. And this is what happened. They invited people in their house and they got shit laying all over the floor. They got open cereal boxes. They got stains everywhere. And that's what it looks like. Now, again, they'll get a lot of redos because Mike Vick ain't going nowhere, and they'll get an opportunity to improve their media production. They'll get an opportunity to and to improve the presentation of their school. There'll be lots more press conferences or whatever. But they have to realize what they don't know. And if they don't know how to produce media, they need to hire or contract a media company to do it for them. In a situation like this, I would have probably enlisted the help of either ESPN or Fox or somebody to make this a out and out production.
Yeah, because you would have, to me, listen, the timeline was so tight, right? The press conference was tight. Let's be honest. Last week they announced him being the ninth. They got the board approval either Thursday or Friday, and then you hear Monday is the press conference. So it's a tight squeeze. So I get that. But you gotta, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. You gotta be proactive. Like, and this is the thing, Rocky. You say, you come on and you say, hey, I'm not going to start it negative. But that's the product you put on the field. That's the product you showed the whole world. So think about I got that off the Norfolk State Athletics YouTube channel. That is what you were promoting. That's what you were telling everybody to go watch it on. And that's what you showed to the world. So again, that has to be the first criticism, because that's what you felt was quality. That's what you felt was good. You felt that was good enough to show the whole world how you're bringing in Michael Vick, not Dawson Odoms, not Fred McNair, not James Cozy, Michael freaking Vick. Allen Iverson's there. Bruce Smith is there. If you would have brought them up, it would have looked bad. It didn't matter what you did. It was bad. And again, it's no different than going to an interview. They say you dress to impress. You never get a chance at a first impression. You never get a second chance at a first impression. And that's what you showed the whole world. Last thing, Rocky, before I let you go.
No, I completely agree, man. But this is just another instance where, when you bring the cameras in, when you bring a Mike Vick in, you're going to get all the praise, but HBCU community, be ready for the scrutiny, okay? Don't take it personal. Don't get upset. Don't get and I'm going to, Mr. Campbell, don't get to talking about the $2 or $3 billion that they owe you. Just be better.
Just be better.
That's all.
Just be better.
Just be
Appreciate
better.
the call, Rock.
I'm good.
Just be better. Just be better. TJ, coming to you.
Hey, man.
What's up?
From an administrator point of view, or former administrator on a few college camps, I felt like the administration made it more about them. We didn't need to hear that president speak about the institution as long as she did. We didn't need to hear the athletic director speak as long as she did. I think it was just too. It was a F. I get them 2 F pluses overall. They didn't make it about the football and Michael Vick. They made it about themselves. And we tend to do that in HBCU land a lot when we trying to get like a big splash. If we didn't know who you were as a president, as an athletic director, that wasn't the time to make yourself known.
Thank you.
And we gotta, for some reason, we do that a lot in HBCU land. We'll say, hey, I got my new Mercedes. It's about what I own. Like, if you didn't know that Norfolk State has a cybersecurity center, you probably didn't care. You cared about Mike Vick, and this is their one chance to get things right. The production was bad. The camera angles was bad. You would think that they was a D2 school the way everything was looking today.
I agree. I 100% agree, TJ. Absolutely, man. Appreciate the call. I see you, Herb. I see you, JB. I'm gonna get to you. Let me go to 3483.
Man, Oxford, it's Chris again.
What's up, Chris?
Yes, I can understand, man. Listen, rollout was horrible. It's typical HBCU theatrics, man. And I'm from South Carolina State. I have a person I went to high school with who was a professor at that school. And I was thinking about this last night in our conversation. In the military, we had this phrase, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. We don't do the easy stuff the correct way. I mean, I'm sitting here anticipating that, a better rollout presentation, pretty much similar to JSU. But we get in and you're going to have alumni that's going to hate the hire just because of who he is. And you're gonna have some alumni that's gonna be on the train to derail this from day one, just because
Yeah.
he's Michael Vick and what he comes and he brings to the table. You got some at Norfolk State already on the train to derail this because he's not HBCU or he didn't come. Or I haven't had the professor. Well, he got to have a degree in order because it accreditation. And I'm like, ain't y'all been second for the last 5 years, bro? What we talking about?
But Chris, this is even crazy. This is crazy to me.
It's just that mindset.
But Chris, this is even crazy to me. People want Mike Vick to have a degree to be a football coach, but goddamn, who running the media department? Because they can't. I gotta see their resume. I got to see their resume. Because if you're telling me, oh, we need Michael Vick to have a degree to coach football, you're talking about a MVP, a all-time leading rusher as a quarterback. You're talking about the man in quarterbacks. You need him to have a degree. But the Bama that you paying to do media, you letting this Bama run amok, a straight muck. Oh, come on, man. What are we talking about? Last point before I let you go, Chris.
Man, I think he has the cachet to do it. He's talking to the right people. He has the right people around. But HBCUs, we're going to do what we normally do, bro. It's just we have some educated, dumb people, bro. And they're going to get in the way. I promise you. They're going to make it impossible for him to make the changes needed because there's going to be somebody who gets in their feelings as of today. I guarantee it.
Facts. Appreciate the call, Chris. Let me say this. Herb, JB, I see y'all. Let me get to this. I want to get to some Norfolk people. I see some 757 numbers in here. 3537 coming to you.
Hey, we say Scotty.
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This BW Bay, man. I'm calling from the 757, man. Calling from Chesapeake.
Talk to me.
Man, that could have been better. That could have been done way better. The local broadcast came off real well because they did it from their cameras.
Yeah.
Whoever broadcast through that YouTube channel, man, they ought to be knocked upside their head. They never used it. What's crazy is they never used the YouTube channel. They just broadcast stuff that's already been pre-recorded from the YouTube channel. So they never broadcast live from the YouTube channel. So that's unusual.
They should have just let the news do it. If I'm being honest, they should have just let the news do it.
Yes.
It's just calling it a day.
Because it came off way better on the news. You can see the people, you can see who was in the audience.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. It will get better. Guaranteed they will hear about it. Hopefully nobody gets in their feelings about it, about the criticism. Norfolk State ain't never been on this stage before. Like I said, I played football at Norfolk State. I attended Norfolk State. I know what's over there. We have the media people in the area and in place. Why they weren't there today and why they didn't do their due diligence to check this broadcast out before they put it on YouTube, I don't know. But it will get better.
Yeah. I hope so. Listen, you know what they say? You only can go up from here. From what we saw today,
Definitely.
You can only go up, right? So hopefully they get it together. They got to get that together. Listen, the AD, if the AD and the president care about what they look like and how you got to have a better broadcast than that, man. If they go back and watch that, they got to say, listen, this can't ever happen again. It just can't ever happen again. Flat out.
And it's so far as them, Dr. Gaston and Mrs. Webb speaking, I knew that was coming. I knew that long drawn out, these administrators, they got long-winded, they got to get theirs in. So that's why I say, man, let them get their flowers because you're probably not going to hear from them no more.
That works for me. They did their job. They got Mike Vick in the building.
That's it.
Step back to the back.
Thanks, Scotty.
Hey, anytime. Appreciate you. All right, Herb, coming to you. JB, you're next. And then Mr. Porter, I see you.
Yeah, man. I just got through watching it. And yeah, it's definitely underwhelming. I'll say this though. They've got a resource that's already there in that athletic department that is doing the media presence the right way, and it's right there in basketball. You look at what Coach Jones is doing in terms of how their media outreach is for their team, for basketball in general, for both men's and women's. They've got the resources there to do it. I think, whatever happened with this broadcast, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether they, skipped the class or something, or they didn't reach out to, the folks that have been doing it on the basketball side. Who knows? But I just want people to understand that even with as bad as this was, the support that this guy has in the community, and even within the Norfolk State family in general. I know the previous call was on talking about who may or may not be able to derail it, but I don't think that's going to be as big of a factor with Vick as people think, just because of how much support locally he has. Folks ain't going to stand for it. It's just that dude is ingrained in the community in a way that no other coach there has ever been. And I think that's going to tell. I think you're absolutely right. I think things go up from here for them, media wise. I just hope that they take the criticism, with a grain of salt, knowing that, you got a big time asset here, so you got to take, you got to present them as such. Outside of the presser, though, I'm excited to see who he brings on staff. I'm excited to see, who, wants to, really help him build something there, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about, with any of our programs. So, yeah, man, I feel you, dude. I'm good on the rest of that. That presser was ass cheeks.
It was.
I'm not gonna lie.
Man, appreciate the call as always, Herb. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I know we nitpicking. Listen, I don't want to hear. If you're an HBCU apologist, do not hit my damn line. Don't hit my damn line, because if you're telling me that we're nitpicking, that means you don't have a standard in your life. You got to understand the magnitude of the moment. You're introducing people that have never heard of Norfolk State in their life to your brand. That is what you're doing. You're interviewing people. You got to listen, and I hate to say it, but you got to go back to Jackson State and Dion. Jackson State was interviewing, they were showing their brand to the world. They knew the eyes were going to be on them when Deion Sanders, right? Because you got to think about it. You got local media that's going to be there, that's going to record. You got all these things. So they're going to put on a production to make sure you understand what HBCU football and what Jackson State is and what the brand means and what it's all about. This was not it. This was not it. At no point was it. Now, the kids and the band is probably all on winter break. I get all that. But there's something you could have done to have this as a better production. And this is what you show the world. Absolutely atrocious. Do not care. Don't hit me with, I don't want to hear no HBCU apologists on my line talk about some, oh, no, we're being hard on them. No, that was ass. And we're not, and this is the thing. We're not asking you something you haven't done before. We're not asking you to do something you've never done before. Have you not put on press conferences before? Have you not live streamed before? So we're not asking you to do something out of the world or pull something out your ass. It's something you've done before. And it's Norfolk. I don't care what y'all talking about. It's Norfolk for me. I'm not Norfolk. I'm not saying that, okay? If I gotta slur my speech, I'm not saying that. JB, coming to you.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing, sir?
What's up?
All right, man. So I caught that press conference, and I was trying to keep it positive, but damn it, these people just ruined it. I mean, guys, look, I understand Norfolk is a basketball school, not really a football school. Yeah, 2-3 football on the mat, but once again, you take one step forward and 2 steps back. First of all, what the previous caller said about the AD and president said, we don't even hear that. They are spot on about that. No one cares about what your president says. No one cares what your AD is about. They're there to go see Michael Vick and what he brings to the table. And then, as the previous caller talked about how bad the production was, let's make no mistake. Don't think for 1 second that local schools in that area, like Old Dominion, Richmond, William Mary, are going to use that against them when it comes to recruiting to bring athletes to your school. These are things that we absolutely cannot and must not have. And we're trying to bring stuff out, trying to bring people a brand new case, brand new coach, brand new, say, Ferrari to your campus when you've been used to driving Honda Accords all day long. And then the last point I want to make is, and let me give you applause, Miss Scotty, because I think you were the first one to actually break this story. When people talk about how bad Oscar is, how bad Scotty is, but Scotty was the first one to talk about Michael Vick going to Norfolk. Now some people want to jump in the bandwagon. I'm going to leave that for another time. You have a lot of HBCU apologists who are criticizing the hiring of Michael Vick. Let's ask a very simple question, Scotty. Are they more upset about Michael Vick got the phone call, or are they upset about the fact that they did not get a phone call? Is ESPN First Take talking about Michael Vick if a Fred McNair is interviewed?
Absolutely not.
The job?
Absolutely not.
Is Fox NFL Sunday and Charles Woodson, and then are they talking about this? If say like a Coach Cole or someone else, for example, is taking to Michael Vick? Of course not. We keep talking about how we want exposure. We keep talking about how we want things, and then we self-sabotage because it's not done the way we want to, or because it's not our people. And it's funny how we talk about we don't want HBCUs to coach, HBCU guys to coach football, but you don't have that same mention for the HBCU professor who brings in tens of millions of dollars for research every year. But I'm not going to go there because this is not that kind of show. But I would just say this: let's do better, people. Let's fix this. Let's do better, please, guys. No more doing things half-assed. No more doing things just throwing something together. And when did Norfolk get a YouTube channel? I had no idea that happened.
I don't know, but appreciate the call, though, JB. Mr. Porter, coming to you.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Scott. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. How about yourself? Good morning. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. All right. So, yeah, the production was not great. Now, moving from that, I'm currently on their website and I'm on their Instagram while having your tab open. What they need to do next is, since you want to get that top talent here, you should have Instagram reels of Michael Vick's highlights as a quarterback.
That's nice.
As a quarterback. Hello, can you hear me?
No, I said that's nice. That's a great idea. That's nice.
Yeah. And not only that, have some stills on the athletic page of the website, and then they need to be selling some merch. If they haven't come up with a deal within the next 2 weeks or so, come up with a deal so they can begin to produce, like you said, small little sevens, whether bobbleheads, whether it's jerseys, whether it's those chains as you spoke about, and just put that there, because now recruiting is the name of the game. That's so. Yeah, there needs to be some improvement, but now what they need to do is they need to capitalize financially and do so in an expeditious manner. All right, but that's all.
Hey, appreciate the call, Mr. Porter.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll say this. I disagree. I'm not going to wait till July. Now, I think you might be saying this is what they're going to do. I think that is absolutely dumb. You're not going to have any bigger buzz than what you have right now. You're not. Until you either start winning or going to a championship, you're not going to have a bigger buzz than you have right now. Media day is only going to work for so much. It's going to give you a buzz, but it's not unless he brings in a big time recruit. This is the biggest buzz you're going to have. Drop everything now. Media, merch, everything should be a rollout after this. Everything. I'm dropping medallion 7s, NSU 7. Everything. NSU 7 shirts. Everything has to come out right now. And then you can double. And then you roll it out again during media day. That's how that works, right? You roll it out now. Season tickets, VIP tickets, all that type of stuff. I'm rolling it out right now. Emails, pushing it, media promos, Michael Vick talking about get your season tickets, all that, right? Michael Vick didn't even tell them to buy tickets. Michael, that should have been the first thing in the press conference when he sit down. Hey, make sure you get your season tickets. It's going to be a show, baby, right? Like, I know that might not be Michael Vick's flair or style, but he had to, that's what you need Michael Vick to do, right? That's what the Timu Neely should have been doing. Hey, make sure you get your season tickets. It's going to be a show. You get what I'm saying? And then Michael Vick would have went off of that. Absolutely, yeah. Get your tickets. All that. It. Mr. Campbell, coming to you.
I'm gonna say this. Everything that you said, this is what drives me nuts. And this is why I got to give Jackson State the ultimate A+. Because I'm going to say, like you said, this ain't James Coley, this ain't Sean Gibbs, this ain't Chennis Berry, right? This is Michael F. and Vick, the whole world. So the first thing is, and listen, I understand it, but they should have had that press conference in that nice basketball arena, okay?
Yeah.
Because it gives you depth. It gives you percent. I have put this stuff on together. You know me, you talked about this. You have that. And don't tell me, and Paris in the band, and I will call 50 million people from the Marching 100. They could have called those sexually. First of all, this is Norfolk State. Norfolk, see, a lot of people don't say Norfolk is just like Jackson State. A lot of people, that whole city is down with Norfolk, okay? You could have called sexually and said, I need 20 of y'all to come back from this. Okay, it's not like these jokers is 900 miles away, okay? You call them sex. You don't need 400 pieces in the band.
Just
you
a
don't
pep,
need about
just a
20
little,
guys.
yeah, a little pep
you get
band.
a drum line.
Yeah, a little pep
you get
band.
2 saxophones. You get and you play that B-hole and have that car rolling just like Prime did. Because you know the great thing what Jack State did, and I'll never forget it. When he rolled in there and he had Cadillac Jack with them Escalade, and that boy got out that thing, and that boom was booming, and the blue and white was pom-pomming. LeBron James retweeted that thing like, damn, they doing it like that. You see what I'm saying? LeBron James don't know what Jackson State was. He knew this, and he retweeted to his 50 million followers. Okay? So this is my first thing. The second thing is, listen, man, like you say, some things are simple. Norfolk State, listen, this is a window into people seeing. You got to have NorfolkStateAthletics.com all over the joint.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to have the social medias there, right there on a card. So people, like the guy just said, I want to click, because you want to capture those people. You want to capture people. Now, listen, I want everybody to understand something about the merchandise, but this is very important. A lot of times you can't have a because that is a runway on that. But what they should have had, again, is a link. If you want to order just the most basic thing, because all the other stuff takes time to make and vendors and all, I know this. So here's the thing. But the simple thing was just a simple Vick jersey. They should have had a link for that.
Pre-order.
Just that.
Pre-order. You don't even gotta have it.
Now
Just
you ain't
pre-order.
gonna get it. Now, you might not get this up until August. Okay?
But you
I got your
pre-order.
money.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I got your money. So the thing about it is with the whole thing about this is that, again, you act like this was rushed when it didn't have to be rushed. It was simple things. You got to know, let people know who, what, when, and where. The same thing. This is Michael Vick. And you know what? One thing I think he missed on, and like he kind of talked about, and this is what I'm saying about being prepared. I really, see, this is, again, I love Michael Vick. I want to be, but this is what some of the criticism was about when he played. You got to be prepared because Michael Vick should have said, you know what? Everybody that's watching this, I want you to come play for Norfolk State. Click this link right here and send me your huddle tape. Now, he ain't got to look at it. But you just get all these people to fight because you know what got people now? They want to come play. Their sons, all this. Man, it's not that hard.
How do we get in
and
contact?
Then for the PR,
yeah.
For the PR guy to sit up there, and again, and this is the thing about the camera angles and things like this. You guys have got to sit back there and look. First of all, everybody knows you either the camera's high, that nobody blocks, or the camera's in front and everybody's behind it. You can't have people walking back and forward in front of it. And then I'm just going to say this, and this is just the old man in me. Mike Vick is a good looking dude. You know what I'm saying? I've been around this cat, and I just did not like, again, Sean Gibbs, press conference, tight, Cozy, Barry, Dion. Man, listen, you're the head of a school now. Man, I don't want you to see like you, hey, man, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? The jacket was dope, the jersey, but, bro, like, you got to present like you're a leader of men. You got to do that. And I don't care what none of y'all say. It makes a difference because when he goes and asks for that money from the old folks, because ain't nobody under 25 going to get no money. It's going to be them old heads, class of 72, class of 65, that he going to go to them, hey, man, get them old folks something. Bring all them old folks in, have your suit on, and say, old man, such and such, give me $10,000. And you know what old man such and such going to do? He going to give $10,000. He can get $100,000 from 10 people from Norfolk. So that's the thing about what I just, again, you know what this is. Jackson State set the gold standard. A&T had a nice press conference. South Carolina State had a nice, Sam, you had, had Cozy out there at the stadium with the cheerleaders, all that. It wasn't that hard. You just copy what everybody else did, and you make it better. Because this is Michael Vick. Because like you said, and everybody knows this, that press conference was going to get clipped. You don't think if that press conference had a certain look that Stephen A. they're not going to show that?
Yeah. Okay. Let me say this.
Tomorrow.
This is where my issue is. I think you should have waited till after winter break. That everything about this was rushed, right? And to me, the reason I didn't like it because I'll tell you exactly why. When they made the announcement on their website, right, about Michael Vick being the new coach, I think they put out the link on either Thursday or Friday, and you had to get your media credential in by Sunday to be approved. If it wasn't in by Sunday, you weren't gonna get approved for a press conference on Monday. So this is my issue. I think you should have waited till after Christmas break. Bring them in on January, had the band, had the cheerleaders, because again, it's the transfer portal. You can get kids whenever you want, and there's a second opening in the transfer portal that comes up as well. So I think you do this around January 6th, January 5th, or whatever that week is after New Year's. And this is just absolutely pandemonium because you got the time, you get everything set up. Vic has enough time to get a suit that's custom made for it. I think it's just.
Wait, just pause that. Custom made suit. I'm talking about that, bro. And then what you do, you got the players there, you got your captains there. Boys looking sharp, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. These are good looking young brothers. Looking sharp. You see what I'm saying? You can't tell me he could have called Michael Strahan. To your point, hey man, I need 5 suits for me and my captains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you got to present this, man. You got to look like money. Because see, I think what people are saying, and listen. Michael Vick is going to get criticized every which way. Y'all know y'all know. I'm gonna say it, the white folks is going to come at him. We know that. So what I always tell people, man, if you know folks gonna come at you, don't give them nothing to come at you with. That's just the way the world works. So to your point, now I don't mind. Listen, I think I understood why they tried to have this press conference now because you broke the story, and I think, see, man, people get nervous. You know what I mean? Oh, we better hurry up and do it. Sometimes you got to slow down and relax, like you say. Sometimes you can just build it up. Sometimes when you can have Michael Vick doing teaser videos all through the Christmas break. I'm coming. The Michael Vick experience is coming. Now Michael Vick, hey, you know what they should have did? I'm gonna hit you with one better. They should have dropped that motherfucker on January 7th. Mike Vick Day. You see what I'm saying? Now Mike Vick experience January 7th.
Hey, that would have been tough, Mr. Campbell.
At 12:07 or at 7:07 p.m.
Oh, that would have been
the way you drop it.
That would have
New
been
year,
stupid.
new be like he said. He even said it. New year, new beholds.
You
Day 7.
Oh,
see, come on, baby. I do this. Like you said, I do this.
That would have been tough.
Mike Reese said, "What can Mr. Campbell do? I market stuff. I do this." So we having this build up, and we just dropped. And matter of fact, 7 like so close. January 1st.
No. Think about this,
Mr.
Campbell. No. 2025, 5 plus 2, give the 7. Man, you could have really, dog. You could have went like 7-7-0-7. Like it, y'all. You could have really flipped. You could have really freaked it if you wanted to. You could have really freaked it.
You could, but what I'm saying is, you at 12 midnight, you could say in 7 days the Michael Vick experience starts. I mean at midnight, and you drop that
countdown.
First video, and every day is just a countdown. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and then 7, and then you just black that bitch out. Don't have nothing, black out.
Ooh, that would have been tough.
And then, like you say, and then you had that band, you had that Cadillac or Norfolk or whatever, and roll that man in like the president of the United States, have everybody in that hype. And then, like I say, because the thing what I don't want to have, and see, like I say, man, I'm watching different feeds, and I'm seeing the Vickettes and everybody get ready. And see, man, like I said, I'm going to protect Vick at all costs because I know what this is. We've seen it before. But my thing is, again, the simple thing, because and I'm going to say this, I'm going to probably have a big marketing guy who's from that area talk about that works for HBCU, what the rollout should have been. Probably on Tuesday. I'm talking to him this afternoon to have him on. So if y'all want to see how that thing going to be rolled out, because this is what he does for Coca-Cola. So I'm going to tell you something, man. The whole thing is that what we want and I want people that are just coming in on this, the man is not hating on Vick. We all want Vick to be successful. Everybody. I want Norfolk to be good. I want A&T to be good. I want soccer. Everybody. Because this is good for the culture. This is another thing for the culture. Because you know what, Scotty? What you're going to see is every time Michael Vick team play, people going to watch. People going to watch.
Yeah.
That's what you want. So I'm gonna leave with one last thing, and then I'm gonna go to the Norfolk State people. Listen, this is plain and simple. You're gonna have people talk about your school, but I'm gonna tell you what you guys need to do. You get your school right. So get your money out. Don't be around here talking about I went to Norfolk. How about you give some money to Norfolk? Support that man and get that thing right, so we can all say, you know what? Behold the green and the gold. I'm out, man.
Appreciate it, Mr. Gelman. Listen, I at the end of the day, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like, you gotta understand. You gotta have vision. Like, don't get me wrong. 80 Webb for going out to get Vick, that's half of it. That's more than half. I say that's 70% of it, right? That's 70% of it. Getting Michael Vick is 70% of it. The other 30% is marketing the hell out of it and being focused and diligent on how we're going to market Michael Vick and how we're going to push this and how we're going to get people excited about donating money and how they can donate money to athletics, how they can buy season tickets. All of that comes into play, and you didn't hear any of it in the press conference. You got the Tubi version of Neely up there. He don't know what he's doing. He just sitting back like this, asking questions. You gotta tee this up for Michael Vick. You gotta tee it up. He doesn't understand all the ins and outs of what the issues are at HBCUs and promotion and getting people to donate. He doesn't understand all that. He knows football. He's trying to learn how to coach. He doesn't understand that he got to be the promoter, the marketer, the director, the executive. He doesn't understand that right now, right? So again, that Bama got to tee it up for Michael Vick. He gotta go in between the questions. Make sure you get your season tickets. Make sure you buy 7 of them. Make sure you buy 7 of them. Right? It's all of that, man. So, again, I'm excited, man. I hope Norfolk gets this together because they need to very quickly. They need to jump on this wagon and ride it on out and get this marketing machine behind Michael Vick and start pushing it on all platforms because, again, it's easy work. Why is it easy work? Because everybody's already going to retweet it. Whatever you put out, Deion Sanders is probably going to retweet it. Stephen A. Smith, Fox Sports, Allen Iverson, everybody from the 757 who's a celebrity is going to retweet it. So you might as well just start getting it out. Get it out. Get it out. And again, go get my boy Josh from FAMU. That's all I'm going to say. Go get my boy Josh from FAMU. Pay him a nice little salary. He the best in the business. That's all I'm saying. Hey, listen, guys, I appreciate everybody's time. Hey, you guys have a Merry Christmas, okay? A Merry, Merry Christmas. Hope you get everything you want. I'll see you guys in the new year. Hey, listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holla. God bless.